They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma's offense will get the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means much. We know that the fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
That's caught. It's up. He gets it out to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the air, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. On the move, it's up. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
It's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money, the guy drops it. You know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
quick handoff. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Manning. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Tigers are threatening on first and goal. Going up top again. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
With the catch, it's up. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. A little screen to the running back. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop.
There he goes. Touchdown Sooner. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Lost a throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Smashes ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! He'll try to tack on one more.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Running into the open space. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on them. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Right down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air, it's Mateer. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pulls it in, it's Sategna. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Sooners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to take off. Took care of it himself. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners are flying down the field. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Manning. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 109 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manning.
And that's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mateer. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick completion to the right. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got a man. It's Ott. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 87 in punt formation to kick it away.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Missouri wants to go fast. Looking to throw on 1st down. Holds it in.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. To the ground with the back. Creates a little room. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Quickly out to the tight end.
That was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's up. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Kent. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown Sooners.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds his man. It's Terry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Got the quick pass. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Ready to fire from the pistol. The hand to the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Turning it on. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Back to pass on second down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Third down play in the red zone, and this From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Burks. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Find some fresh air. There he goes.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Complete on 3rd down. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hardy.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Creates a little space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Powers through the defender. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Rides to the back. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Go straight ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Extending the play. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's up. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll give it to the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He'll sneak it. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity for the defense. An opportunity on 4th down to get off the field, see some of this momentum, give it back to your offense. They just could not bring him down before the stick.
Looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock.
Brings him to the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down at this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for space, it's Hardy. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Running it to the right. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Manning. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints for moments like this. Game on the line and one of the biggest games of the year.
Looking for a productive play on first down. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.